Today is the day in which we are going to be talking about something very interesting that is going to be coming for the year of 2025, which is going to be the upcoming gacha game releases within this year as well as potentially in the next year. I've compiled a couple of games that I think I should have covered most of them in this timeline. So if you think that you are playing too little gacha games, or if you think you want to quit some other gacha games that you're currently playing because it doesn't feel fun anymore, well, worry not, because 2025 is an absolute banger year for gacha. And without further ado, let's just jump into the list right now. So as you guys can see from this little thingy over here, we do have ourselves Duet Night Abyss, Arknights Endfield, Ananta, Silver Palace, in the NTE, Etheria, Visa, Azur Promilia, Persona 5, Star of Resonance, Blue Global, Honkai, Nexus, and 20, as well as Mobile Hunters Outlanders, right? This is going to be Duet Night Abyss, right? So Duet Night Abyss, we are currently in second CVT, and official launch should be coming very soon. You guys can already pre-register for what's gonna be the closed beta test for current DNA, right? It is a very Warframe-like game where you play with guns and bobas and swords and open world exploration, which you can kind of discover from around the places and all the different traders to kind of see what exactly is going on. The next game is gonna be Arknights Endfield, planned to release by the end of August. We have already went through the first CBT, we have went through the second CBT, and now I believe the actual launch of the game is going to be coming very soon, by the end of August, which means as of this time of recording, we basically have roughly 3 months before this game is gonna be fully launching. It is sort of like a city-ish building game where you build up your own little factorial thingamabob. You also have the open world exploration aspects with your combats, parry, 3-team system, all the kind of stuff, which is gonna be baked into the open world system, and that is gonna be Arknights Endfield, coming soon at the end of August, right? And the next game we're jumping into is going to be Ananta, by Naked Rain. So Ananta is essentially sort of like the anime version of GTA. Unfortunately, we do not have any information with regards to CBT or the official release, but they have teased out a couple of, I believe the last time we got a teaser from this company, or rather this game, is probably 3 or 4 months back. They dropped the trailer and then we sort of just never finished from there. So I'm looking forward to see the actual gameplay footage. It is also most likely going to be another open world, futuristic-ish modern open world game with the GTA aspects built in. But honestly, this game is a little bit more in the unaware category because they haven't really showed too much of the actual gameplay or the CBT itself. So looking forward to see what is going to be happening. And the next game is going to be NTE, currently in the invitational phase for CBT2. We have played NTE, the previous CBT. It is essentially like a paranormal open world game. Yep, this is also an open world game, but it is a little bit more from the paranormal aspect, which there are a couple of manga moments where you are gonna be acting like subduing the world's anomalies, right? So you're going around capturing these monsters, which sometimes can transport you to like the alternate dimension. And there's a little bit of, honestly, there are a couple of clips out there which is honestly a little bit scary for a gacha game, so it's not really too much for the faint of heart. They just released their brand new teaser, I believe yesterday, with updated units, updated models. Everything has been updated, so very soon we are gonna be getting the CBT phase, CBT2 phase coming out, and I think the official release should be within a couple of months afterwards, right? So that's gonna be NTE. And then jumping next is going to be the upcoming turn-based gacha games, Etheria Restart Reborn to Fight. So this game, it has been heavily enjoyed by one of my mods, Sarah. It is basically, if you guys have been playing Epic 7, I would say you guys would probably not be too unfamiliar with Etheria Restart. Very similar combat mechanics and almost the exact same RTA ban and bigs. Couple of the endgame content rotations, go through the story, farm your units, pull for them, standard RGB system with the moonlight summons, which is gonna be the light as well as the dark units. It is also a little bit similar to Honkai style, but I would say it is far more similar to a game such as Epic 7. This game is currently currently right now going to be in the CBT2, which is gonna be, I think, ending kind of soon. And the official release for Etheria Restart has been announced to be in the 5th of June 2025. So literally less than 2 weeks or 3 weeks from now, we are gonna be playing the full launch of Etheria Restart, making this, I believe, the first game out of all of the games I've listed over here to get the official full launch the fastest, right? And I feel that out of all of the games, I mean, me personally, right, personally speaking, Etheria Restart seems to capture most of my attention. No particular reason. I just feel like ever since my itch has been scratched, my balls have been tickled by the game that is Epic 7, I feel like something like this might be able to help me out, especially when, you know, I still need the cost go to unequip my things in Epic 7 and the PvP and the, oh my god, holy power and everything. Maybe Etheria Restart, it allows me, myself as a player, to sort of feel what's it like to play this kind of like turn-based RTA PvP pay-to-win turn-based combat, right? So looking forward to this one the most for myself personally. And afterwards, it's going to be Azur Promilia. So Azur Promilia, I believe they have announced the game probably a couple of months back. The trailer has been out as well. So we do have a gameplay footage, but the gameplay footage is gonna be coming from the trailer itself. But I don't believe we have ever gotten into an opportunity to actually play the game for ourselves in regards to the CBT. I do believe that we are gonna be getting their CBT kind of soon as well, unless they are gonna completely skip the CBT portion and jump straight into the game itself. So we're gonna see what's up. It is basically somewhat like another open world game, a little bit like a mixture between Genshin Impact, Wuthering Waves, Pal World, with base building, farming, Pokemon captured, and I believe every single unit in this game, they are only females. Some of them being, you know, by the same developers of Azur Lane, right? So I think you guys can kind of just take a look at that. But that is going to be Azur Promilia. No idea when exactly are we going to be coming out with no male units in this open world game. Moving on to the next. Okay, this game, Persona 5 The Phantom X. So we are gonna be getting this. I'm not sure if it's gonna be a turn-based gacha game. It has been said to be a gacha game. The actual game is gonna be launching on the 26th of June, which will make it probably 3 weeks after Etheria Restart. I don't think anybody has an opportunity to actually play the CBT or whatever. The game itself is just gonna be launching as is. Me personally, I've never touched the Persona franchise in my entire life, so I have no idea who any of these units are. I only know this guy called Joker. That is pretty much it. Looking forward to, I believe, the Persona fans which are gonna be playing this game, because I believe this is the first ever Persona series that is actually gonna be coming out as a gacha, right? So that is pretty much gonna be it. Another game, this one has been probably the most anticipated game out of every one of the titles that we have been discussing over here. Silver Palace, right? Silver Palace. I don't believe we need need any of the mentions. Yep, Silver Palace is gonna be coming out. We do have the trailer. The gameplay looks absolutely insane. If you guys want to see the gameplay trailer itself, you can take a look at the YouTube videos. We have seen the gameplay, have seen the art, have seen the animations, the graphics, the world building, the horses, everything of this game. It looks absolutely phenomenal, and I do believe this has a very, very high expectation. It is also pretty much going to be a open world game again. I'm not exactly sure how the gameplay is gonna be like. It does appear very, very similar to the likes of Wuthering Waves as well as Genshin Impact, except that there's a lot more quality of life in terms of flying horses, zip lines, which is, I believe, something that you guys can also play in Arknights Endfield. The combat system, parry, perfect dodge, everything. I feel like if you have played these kind of open world gachas before, you shouldn't be too big of a stranger. From last time I checked, I don't believe that Silver Plane is gonna be giving us an info for CBT as of this day. But the closest thing that we have right now is that you're a detective, right? You're a detective solving mysterious cases within this city of, I think, London, right? I think they base it off of UK, and you have to like find the different people, like the Lycons, the wolves, and then you have to engage them in combat. So it's a little bit like a mystery suspense-ish open world that is gonna be Silver Palace. Also, if you guys have not seen the gameplay, I highly recommend you guys check it out. out because this looks absolutely insane. Rest in peace, phone viewers. Rest in peace, phone viewers. So that's gonna be that for Silver Pass. The next game is going to be, I believe this news just came out today, the Blue Protocol Star Resonance. Now, Blue Protocol, I'm not sure if you guys have been part of the Gacha community for long enough. This game has been out for like a really long time. I think back in the JB version. But unfortunately, it just never really ever gotten a global release up until today. And this is going to be the first time. Whoa. This is the first time I seen a food. Oh my god, it's monster. That's crazy. Damn. Oh my god, horse. What is even going on right now? What is even going on right now? Louder? Are you sure? I feel like it's really pretty loud. Min picking. Fishing. Oh my lord, fishing. Oh my lord. Whoa, a fish. Damn. Oh shit, it's a World of Warcraft. It's a World of Warcraft. Oh my lord. It's like an MMORPG kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Shit. It's an okay, it might not. Oh my god, that reminds me of Dragalia Lost. Wait, that was exactly like Dragalia Lost. It's like High Lord Zaldak or whatever, the lightning dragon, and you have to fucking dodge. Oh my god, it's literally like Dragalia Lost. Any Dragalia Losters? Any Dragalia Losters right now? Holy shit. And there it is. And there it is. Ooh. 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 Blue Protocol Star Resonance coming on 2025, right? So that was the first time I actually saw the trailer, right? That was actually the first time I saw the trailer. I'm actually not too sure if there's gonna be a gacha aspect to this game, because from what I've heard and what I've seen is that Blue Protocol itself, it was not launched as a gacha. It was actually more like an MMORPG. But I'm a little bit concerned as to whether or not this game is gonna be able to cook up a good meal. Yeah, the thing is, I would love to try this game for myself personally and just see what Blue Protocol is all about. But unfortunately, it is not exactly global release because from Singapore, which is where I am, I actually can't play this game. So me personally, I don't think I'm gonna be able to cover this. Hope that the Blue Protocol enjoyers can have a blast, but that is gonna be coming out. I don't think we are getting a CBT for this as well, but when the game actually launches, I'm looking forward to the release for the Blue Protocol enjoyers, right? So with that, we have 2 more games that are coming out that are potentially gacha. This is going to be Monster Hunter Outlanders. Holy shit, a Monster Hunter gacha game, ladies and gentlemen. A Monster Hunter gacha game. Proof of a hero. Play that shit. Oh my god, is that the Rathalos armor? The OG Rathalos armor. And there it is. Ooh. Oh. Ooh, Angel in my bag. Oh my god, is that a Love Yourself? Is that Genshin Impact Glider? Holy shit! An open world Monster Hunter gacha game? What is even going on right now? What is even going on right now? Oh my lord! Oh my lord, they stole that shit from the fucking wire box, man. Mobile game, by the way. Mobile game, but oh my lord, bro, this is Zelda. Bro, this is Link. Holy shit, a catapult into a flying glider. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Whoa. Whoa. And there it is. Monster Hunter Outlanders coming soon on mobile, right? So we actually have no idea when this game is coming out, but I literally just received news that this is gonna be coming out as of today. So you can sign up now. I'm not too sure if there's gonna be a CBT. Most likely there's probably not gonna be. We do not have any official info regarding Monster Hunter Outlanders yet. But yeah, if you guys are looking for a Monster Hunter combined into a gacha game, then this is pretty much gonna be. I feel like it's also gonna be like an open world. I'm not too sure if this is gonna be open world to BH, because if this is gonna be pure mobile, I'm not already sure how they're gonna structure the game itself. But with that, we have come to our one final game, saving the best for last. Honkai Nexus, bada boom, ba bing, bam bang. Yep. Unfortunately, we do not have an official site for Honkai Nexus, whatever it is. But yes, we have seen the confirmation about this game in the previous HSR live stream, I think a good 30 seconds, where we have the different Hoyoverse universe. Blade with his is this Zacian? Yeah, Blade with his Zacian against I believe Kiana and the little fat fuck that's gonna be there. So we are gonna be getting a brand new Honkai game, most likely going to be a Pokemon edition version. I sincerely am praying, bro. I am praying this game has PvP. Let me wail that way. Let me wail with a goddamn purpose. We are gonna be the rank 1 fucking guild in Honkai Pokemon, right? We are gonna be the absolute rank 1. Everyone in that guild has to spend a minimum of 10,000 USD on the first day. Otherwise, you're okay, because we are gonna be the rank 1. I need so this is gonna be the Honkai game that's gonna come out. This is probably the latest of the bunch that is gonna be coming out in 2026. So I am absolutely looking forward to how this is gonna be. Hail Pokemon, hail Honkai Starbucks, hail. I just realized Honkai Star is at a 10 out of 10. Trending now, Honkai Star, and that is right. So with that, we have come to the end of every single gacha game that is gonna be coming out in this year of 2025, as well as a couple of other games that might be coming out in 2026. My general summary is there are a lot of open world gachas. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed. I think out of all the games that we have listed today, probably 70% of them are all open world games, right? So if you guys are an open world gacha enjoyer, you're gonna be eating good, because there's a lot of options to choose from. Looking forward to see how a lot of these games are gonna be turning out. Me personally, I'm gonna be staying tuned for Etheria restart. That's gonna be coming in, I think, 2 or 3 weeks from now, and then we're gonna take a look at, I believe, the Silver Palace, and then finally Honkai Starbucks Pokemon. These 3 have my highest attention, right? Everything else, we're gonna be a tourist and just see how it's gonna look like. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this upcoming gacha release in 2025. Absolute cinema, absolute gacha, absolute gambling. What of the day is gonna be? The world of the day is gonna be a daily Poke. And there it is, right? Join Discord, join Discord, all the bells. Okay, see you guys next time. Take care.